trying to get my paper up. Hey guys, it's Miss Brock. I just wanted to talk with you for a minute since I had some time. It's Saturday morning. We've been in the house for a week with the coronavirus going on out in the world. And I just wanted to talk to my class, my students, and tell you guys that I miss you. And I know y'all have been doing a lot of great things as I've been away from you. It's been a week. But thank you for your messages. Thank you, parents, for working with your child to keep them entertained and active and engaged. And let's just keep that up. But I wanted to share some cool things that's been going on that I've been learning. Back in the 1930s, there's something called the Fireside Chats. And the president at the time, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, he was president, and they didn't have TV, they didn't have internet, they didn't have computers. They had radios, and they had this big old radio that they kept in the living room with their family. And the president would come on the radio, and he would talk to the whole country every night or every evening or routinely. And he would just encourage the country and all the families in the country to make good choices and tell them what he was thinking about things that the presidents deal with. And it really gave a lot of hope and comfort to the country in that time. That was in the 1930s and 1940s. And so there was like war going on and financial problems. And thankfully, we don't have all that going on right now, but it's just kind of cool. So I wanted to do a fireside chat with Miss Brock while my baby's napping. This morning, we have been spending some time outside. My husband took my baby on a walk around the neighborhood. We found this trail that goes like a mile and a half all the way out to 280. So it goes under a bridge, and all the birds are out. So it's kind of fun to walk around the neighborhood. We've done a lot of that this week, and I didn't weed eat. I pulled weeds out of our yard, one by hand, one at a time. And it was kind of fun. So when I was a kid, my dad would pay me, he would pay me 5 cents for every weed that I pulled out. So if you get bored, you can always go pull weeds out of your yard by hand, maybe get a glove or a plastic bag to put them in. But, and you can keep count of all your weeds that you pull, and maybe your parents will pay you 5 cents per weed. So you're doing math. But you're also getting out in the sunshine. Just an idea. You don't have to do that. But something else I've been doing, I wanted to share some ideas that I've had. I'm trying to pull this up. It's a really good time to help your parents around the house. Tell your parents that you'll help out some extra, keep your room clean because you have all this time. So instead of being bored and complaining to your parents that you're bored, do something helpful. That's what we talked about all February is doing kind acts. So now is your chance to really show your character. Are you going to have a good attitude during this time? Are you going to work hard to choose to have a good day to help other people? And the people you mostly help is your. So I just encourage you to find ways to help your family, keep your room clean, your siblings, teach your siblings something you've learned this year. Teach them how to write their name. You can do all kinds of things. You can make it fun with your siblings or just with yourself. This is a great time to read a good book. There are a lot of famous people doing book readings. Josh Gad, he played the voice of Olaf and every night he is reading a children's book. Mo Willems wrote Gerald and Piggy and Don't Let the Pigeon Drop the Bus and all those books. He is doing doodling with Mo on YouTube every afternoon and showing you around his cool studio. So there's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself occupied. There are times when I was a kid, I would read all day. I would get a chapter book and I would curl up in a chair, and I could spend all day Saturday reading that chapter book, and by the end of the day, I will have finished it. This is a good time to make sacrifices, to cut back, because I don't get to have the same coffee that I had every day. I can't go to the store. I've been in my neighborhood for a week, and but we've been active and staying outside, and you're going to have to make do with what you have too. You can't get everything you want when you want it and how you want it, and that's okay. You don't have to have everything perfect all the time in your life. This is kind of a hard time for the country, but it isn't really a big deal for you because you can enjoy being at home with your family and playing. So if you don't have a food that you want or a snack that you want, Don't go about it. Make your parents have rock stars. Have a good attitude and say, "It's okay. It's a-okay. I can make do until things change, and I'm gonna make it through this with a good attitude and helping my family." If there's I think there's something else I wanted to share. Oh, um if you want, what you could do, I've had some messages that some of you are saying so sweet things that you're missing me, and I miss you guys too, but it's gonna be okay. Just enjoy this time as spring break. Just to pretend this is spring break, that you get to vacation at home, because not everybody travels a lot for spring break anyways. At least I don't travel that much for spring break, and I enjoy being at home with my family. So just enjoy the time you have, and if you want, you can go into Clever, you can go to your Google Doc, you can type up a Google Doc, and it's like a journal. You can type up an online journal and share it with me. You know how to share to abrock@shelbyed.org. You can share your Google Doc with me if you want to tell me anything about your spring break. That's just for fun. You don't have to do anything, of course. We're not giving any homework, anything like that right now, but it's just an idea if you want to talk to me. I think that's almost everything I wanted to say. Um, just have a good attitude. It's gonna be okay, and I'll be in touch after spring break. We'll see you later. Bye. Bye, rock stars.